everyone! Today is a very exciting video for me. As many of you know, I'm not the biggest Morphe fan ever. I did love the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collaboration that they did. It is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow palettes. I just have had problems in the past with Morphe, and I did see that they did a whole company rebrand. So they redid their logos, they redid their packaging, and I deep down was hoping that they would also change their eyeshadow formula and maybe that they would be a little bit more like the Jaclyn Hill palette. They came out with a whole holiday collection and I wanted to snatch some of those products up. For you today, I have the Dare to Create palette. This is what the box looks like. So like I said, they completely redid their packaging. They don't have just like the big M anymore. This is what the actual palette looks like. Usually it would just be a very plasticky case with Morphe right here. So they redid the way that Morphe looks. They also redid this. This is a very different packaging. It's more of a Jaclyn Hill type of packaging, so it's paper versus the plastic. This is like the high-end paper, so it's super thick, like the Jaclyn Hill is kind of like very papery. And then this is what the inside looks like. So this little sheet has all the color names, and then this is what the inside of the actual palette looks like. There is a wide range of colors. So the middle row of the bigger pans are the transition colors. They thought, you know, transition colors are usually what we use the most, so why not create bigger pans for this? And then you have your browns, you have your shimmers, you have a little bit of pinks and reds, and then you have your blues and your greens and a little bit of some more browns down here, and you also have a black. I actually am digging the color and like the packaging right now. Very different from Morphe. It also came bubble wrapped, which is really nice to know that they cared about how my package got here. I think it took about 2 to 3 days to process my order, and then it took another week to get here, which is not the worst. Then I also picked up the Paint the Town Red Plush Liquid Lips. It's a little mini set right here. Okay, so inside are these 3 colors. You have a true red, you have more of like an orangey kind of color, and then you have your like deep red. I'm interested to see what the formula is like, what they feel like, and so forth. And then I also picked up the Islay 6-piece brush collection and case. The packaging looks like this. I also wanted to try out their brushes once again to see maybe they're a little better now. I don't know. I don't really care for cases, but this is pretty cute. And the brushes came separately packaged. And I'm actually quite obsessed with the colors for this. And they're all in their little separate packaging as well. As you can tell, I kind of like this mauve-y color. So when I saw that they had these brushes, I was happy about that. So you have your bent liner, you have your crease fluff, you have your pencil crease, you have your deluxe blender, your oval shadow, and then you have your flat concealer. Price-wise, 3 mini lipsticks are $12. The Islay 6-piece brush set was $18, and then the Dare to Create palette was $32. Okay. So I'm just gonna open this up right now, and I can see that there is no actual setting color. So I'm gonna take some of my translucent powder and set my eyes, taking this big old fluffy brush. I honestly have no idea. It's probably a blender brush. I'm just going to take some powder and set my eye. Wonder what kind of look I'm going to do today. Probably going to do the same old shit I always do. Okay, this will bend back, but the creases here will eventually break, so I'm not sure that I want to bend it back like this. Should I do these? Should I do these? Should I do these? Or should I do these? First of all, I'm just going to swatch some. Dead, shook, I don't know what's happening. Look at all these swatches. Like, I'm dying. I am like very impressed right now, but I do know that swatching and actually playing with the shadows are very different. So I just want to go ahead and start messing with the color. So I'm going to go in with the first color that I swatched, which is Canvas. Yeah, it should be Canvas. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. I'm taking this Morphe one, the white one. I'm dipping into Canvas, and I'm just going to start blending this out. Pigmentation is for sure there. It's blending pretty nicely. I mean, it's a transition color. Like, usually most of the time transition colors are going to blend nicely anyways. Not always a given, but I am not mad. I am not mad at all. Next, I want to take this color right here, which is Evolve. And I'm just going to take that same brush and kind of try and go a little bit below where I went last time. Oh my god, this one's super pigmented. Don't take a lot of it! I want to take the color Pine, but I also want to take this brush. I'm going to dip into Pine. You literally cannot see. Pine is this one right here. I'm going to tap it off. I don't know why I always go to, like, now I've been kind of just switching to the greens for when I do tutorials, but like this is just so fucking beautiful. I'm going to take Pine and I'm going to work this in this outer corner. So when it muddies with the other colors, it's turning more of like a brown. I'm going to take a more defined little different brush. That's not Morphe. I'm going to go in with the Sephora rounded crease brush, go back into that color Pine and start blending this. And these obviously are my first impressions. Like, I just got this package in the freaking mail, people. And I obviously bought this on my own, like with my own money, because why would Morphe ever send me products, right? So I'm going to pick up this brown color right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called Cat Eye. And I'm just going to put this right on the outer corner and into the crease a little bit. And I'm kind of going to color swatch this and go back into that pine green color. For the whole lid, I'm going to take this whole color right here and put this all over the lid. I'm going to try it with this brush right here and without any kind of spray. So it comes off with no glitter when I do this. It's just kind of like a very neutral color. So I'm going to take a definer or like a flat brush. This is my MAC 242 and I spray that with some MAC Fix Plus. This is a very large palette. Like, fuck. So if I fold it back far enough, it just kind of sits here. So I am just gonna take some of that color generously on this flat brush. I'm gonna spray it with some Fix Plus and gonna apply this. Okay, yeah, MAC Fix Plus does the trick. And it comes off a little like blue on my eyeball. Not entirely sure what the fuck the deal is with that, but it's cool. Because then I'm also going to take the color So Glam, which is this color right here, and I'm just going to pop this all over my lid. Using like the back side of that brush. I'm going to pop this right in like the center of this lid. Okay, this color is giving me fucking life! I want to take that tiny little pencil brush and I want to dip into a darker brown. So I'm going to go with this color right here, which is called Frame. I'm taking this little guy right here and I want to kind of deepen this crease in here, especially in this like inner corner. So I'm just kind of going to build this up in here. Be a tiny bit like on this outer corner. And then I'm going to take this first brush that we used and I want to feather out this crease right here. Then I just want to jump right into the lower lash line. I'm going to take the concealer brush that they said and I'm going to dip into that last brown color that we used. And I'm going to line the bottom of my eye all the way down. And I'm going to color swatch this little crease brush that we just used. And I'm going to go in with that pine color. And I'm going to try and smoke this out. Taking my Kat Von D liner, I want to do a tiny little baby wing on my top. So before I kind of continue doing this, there is fallout on my face, so I want to get that. It looks to be a dark color. That honestly could have been that glittery color, but that probably honestly was because I used a brush that wasn't entirely the right one to use, and this is like not coming off. Word of advice: do your eyeliner before you put some freaking lashes on. I'm gonna just apply more of the mascara. That's what happens when you film more than one video in a day. That's what happens. So I'm gonna go do my other eye and I will be right back. All I literally have to say right now is wow. Because holy shit, I was not expecting this. For the inner corner, I'm gonna take my little inner corner brush and I'm gonna take this color right here, which is called it's called Artistic. Pop some into my inner corners and a tiny bit right underneath my brow, just to kind of give it a little bit more openness. So next, what I do have to try out are the little lipsticks. So with the eye look that I created, I think red's gonna be a little dramatic. So I'm thinking this color. Yeah, I feel like this color is going to be the most muted and kind of go more with my top as well versus the other two red colors. In this little package comes Lovely, Bonnie, and Stunner. So the color that I'm going to be using is going to be Lovely, and it's this one right here, but I will swatch all three on my hand. It's a little doe foot applicator, obviously, but it seems to be pretty sturdy and it's a little pointy, so I think it will help me apply the lipstick. This color is called Stunner, and then this is kind of more of a true red. These are the three shades. They look very, very beautiful, but I think I am going to go with the shade Lovely. And I'm just going to go and apply this on my lips. So I'm going to brush off all the excess product off of it. So it's very orange. Smell like vanilla cupcakes. So the lipsticks, already see it is drying down matte. It's very bright. It's very opaque. Only took one go around to completely cover my lip, and I wiped up a lot of the excess product off. It smells heavenly. So the wand is a tiny bit difficult to apply, just because it's very kind of small, which you would think is good, but it's a little hard to go ahead and get like the super precise edges. Also, cleaning this off the back of my hand after it sat there for a little bit, it seemed to stain my hand just a tiny bit, so be careful with your lips. You'll probably have a little bit of staining going on later in the day. I am very, 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 very impressed. I'm impressed. And I am very happy, and I did hope for this. And the eyeshadows are very pigmented. They're very blendable. They swatch beautifully. They look beautiful on the eyes. And this honestly took like no effort blending. The color combination, obviously, as you have seen, is really superb. There's just so many things I can go ahead and do with the eyeshadows. I really do enjoy the fact they gave you bigger pans for transition colors, which is amazing. I haven't really seen a brand do that. The brushes are good, they're very beautiful, and the lip products seem to work very, very nicely. I can't wait to try them with a little bit more muted eye looks to see, you know, how they would look. I have nothing more to say. I think they did a very good job rebranding the products, and I do have to say that I'm very impressed and very happy with the shadows. I can't wait to play around more with this, and I'm ecstatic. I did not think that this is how I was going to feel, and I'm very happy, and I don't regret spending my money. And I think Morphe has come a long way, and they're trying to make their products as best as they can. So I would say go ahead and check everything out on the Morphe website. I will link them down below. I'm not quite sure if this is coming to Ulta yet, but I will try and find out and leave all that information down below. This is definitely putting Morphe in a brand new light for me. I'm really happy that Morphe is kind of stepping up its game, that it's something that I will now want to reach for in the store and kind of play around more with, and they are very affordable, so that makes me happy and it makes my wallet happy. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any suggestions for looks to create with the palette, leave that down below as well. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.